Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Living Life at Life U. I am your host, Dr. Veronica Garcia, and today I'm joined by an awesome and super excellent superstar at Life University, a student, Mr. Tobi Oniyide. Did I say that correctly?
Of course.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, welcome Tobi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so good. So excited to see you. So excited to have you here, and so excited for the world to know a little bit more about Tobi.
Thank you.
So Tobi, there's a lot of beautiful hats that you wear with throughout the Life University campus. Let's start with your student hat. What programs are you in, and where are you in the program?
I'm a business administration and computer information systems major. So I'm a dual major, and I just started my senior year. I'll be graduating in summer 2025.
Congratulations! That's right around the corner. That's amazing.
Yeah, of course.
And I understand that your journey did not start at Life University.
No.
Talk to me through how you got here and what was happening before.
I went to a school called Cumberland University. It's about 25 minutes away from Nashville. It's in a small old city called Lebanon, Tennessee. I was there for 2.5 years. I was a marketing major over there. I also ran track over there. That was initially where I got my scholarship to go to, straight from Nigeria. And I ran with them, ran a couple of school records. And then in my junior year, I decided to transfer here. Yeah.
So tell me why transfer?
I didn't like the code. It was cold.
Yeah.
But that was the number one thing. I felt like life was a better place for me to come to settle in. I like Georgia. I'm Nigerian, so there's a lot of people in the Nigerian community here.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I also enjoyed the coaching. I came here. One of the reasons I came was because of the coaching. We have world-class coaches. Like our head coach is like a world champion in a track and field event. So it's pretty a big thing. We get to also see a lot of like pro athletes come in and go. And it's really cool because you get to see where you're going to be in the next few years if that's what you want to chase. So yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So that brings us to a whole nother hat. You're an athlete as well. So you're a dual major and you're a track athlete. Tell me about your journey of track. Did it start in Nigeria? Did it start in the US? Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, it started in Nigeria. I started running since when I was a kid. But initially it started when my mom introduced me to like the Olympics in 2008, and I watched Bolt break the world record.
Yeah.
And then it just started from there. So ever since then, I just started running in primary school. We call elementary and middle school and all of that, we call it primary school. Yeah. And I ran in primary school. From then on, I moved to like what you would call high school. We call it secondary school. So I started running in secondary school. I think for every year I was there, I was like the fastest student in my set. And I went to an all-boys school too. Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of competition. So I was then in my senior year, I won all the medals you could think of winning. And then I decided to take 2 years off from school. So in 2018, I did my SATs to prepare me to come here. And then in 2019, I got the initial offer, but I think I got my visa denied. So I had to wait. And in the process of waiting, COVID came. So I had to stay longer. And then at the end of 2020, I left Nigeria to start school here in spring 2021.
Wow. So quite a lot of patience and a lot of dedication and still training outside, I believe, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's such an important piece. We can't just sit still for a whole year. Yeah. But we're kind of talking a little bit about that from an athletic perspective. Having to take the sidelines for a second can be tough. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about like that training mindset in that time frame before coming to the US and competing.
Well, the thing was, it wasn't actually, like COVID just hit everyone, obviously out of the blue. So for the first couple of months, I tried other things. I tried actually what I'm doing right now. I tried to go into tech and it didn't really work out for me because I wanted to be like one of my friends. And then for like 3 months, I tried that, but it wasn't working. And then around that time, I also got a back injury. So I was forced to rest for a couple of months, and I was forced to use a back brace and all of that. Yeah. But I was also going for PT a lot because COVID was different for us in like Nigeria. It wasn't as bad as in other parts of the world. So you could still move around as long as you had a mask, and it wasn't as widespread. Yeah. So I did PT for like, I think 2 months. Yeah. And then after that, sometime around like July, I started working out with my coach, just me and him. We would meet at like a middle point. of like our houses or like our neighborhoods. And then we would just like work out on a clear field and just work out for hours every single day. All I did was eat, train, sleep.
Wow.
Till a moment when we got a call from the U.S. Embassy that I could come back for my interview.
Look at that.
It wasn't even planned. I didn't even know. My coach was just like, we're training for next year. And then he had to go through a mind switch of preparing me for next year and just preparing me for college track in January.
That's amazing. So still transitioning, but still kind of keeping the eye, right? Keeping the eye on the goal. That's awesome. So you transferred here spring 2021.
I started school.
Well, to the U.S.
Yes, of course.
To the U.S. And then you got to Life University around?
It's almost around a year, about last year. And October. I started school.
And tell me about the journey in the track and field at Life University.
The journey in track and field at Life University, I feel like I got a second chance. I feel like the coaches here believed in me and they believed I could do something. In my former school, there was a lot of things that were not going my way. And one of the things was like they had a very weird injury recovery process. And like if you were injured, it was hard to get back to 100%. Yeah. And that was also one of the main reasons I also came here, because I knew of how much they took care of the athletes, because I had friends that go here at the time. So that was something that I really, really cared about. So getting here, I've learned that, you can actually be better than where you are right now. You can push yourself, push your limits and go for better things. I look up to some of my teammates. There's 4 or 5 of my teammates that are on their national teams or nationally ranked, and that's really cool to me. So
that's awesome. It's an inspiration.
Of course.
It's an inspiration.
Of course.
How beautiful. You also mentioned, as you were talking, that you tried tech and it's something that you're doing now, but you stopped it.
Yeah.
Tell me about what that means.
So I tried coding in Python. It's it's one of the easiest coding language to learn. It's not as hard as the rest. And I tried it and it wasn't working. It just wasn't sticking.
Yeah.
But then I moved here and then I heard about the digits that people were making. I was like, okay, good money is a good motivation sometimes. So I was like, why not? And now I'm actually getting it. So
tell me a little bit. I believe you're also, it's another hat that you're wearing at the university, right? So tell me a little bit about how that's flourishing at the university and how you're being a part of that.
Well, we just started. It took us 2 quarters to get it started. Yeah. So we got approved, and then from then we're trying to...
For a club?
Yeah, for the club. It's called the Bike Club. It's BYTE. So we just used...
Beautiful.
Yeah. Because they said we couldn't use anything that had to do with tech.
Yeah.
Because we're in a chiropractic school and tech could easily mean technique to DC students.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to coin a name for it. So I came up with Bike Club.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think everyone knows pretty much what a bite is, but we just use that as a tech thing to just...
So I actually don't know. Tell me a little bit.
It's the smallest unit of data.
Okay.
So there's byte, there's bits and all those things. And that's what transfers into data.
Huh.
Yeah.
So tell me, what are some things that the club is doing or they're focusing on right now for a student that might be interested but doesn't really know if they belong there?
So it's a place for business students, for CIM students and C.I.S.T students, but it's also open to, other programs because you never know. People could use it as your hobby. Yeah. So it's open to everyone. We're just trying to get things up, get ready for next quarter right now. This year, I think this quarter we had about 2 meetings, one on Zoom and one in person. We got to introduce our advisor, our plans for the next quarter. I also had the opportunity of bringing on 2 students to form a committee. So it's the vice president, the president, the vice president, and the treasurer. So we're just getting ready to gradually plan things for students next quarter and just see how we can play around with that. And it's also good for the students that are coming to join. It's good. It'll be good on your resume because we'll be doing a lot of projects, real life projects. And that's the aim, really.
And Toby, it's also very good on your resume from a leadership standpoint because starting an organization or a club on campus, in a campus that it's not ginormous, but it's big enough, right? To be able to get that started, to find an advisor, to have a board, to get people into and participate, it is so many different moving pieces that you are starting to explore. And all the emails and the phone calls and the meetings and everything in between. between, but it allows you to continue growing into that leadership mindset, right?
Of course.
So tell me a little bit about what your plans are after graduation, if any, right now.
My plans after graduation, honestly, the number one thing is I actually plan to run very fast and like turn professional.
Yes.
I think I have a chance at it, so I'll take it. Plan to run some meets in Europe also. So I plan on getting ready to go after the college season to run some meets in the US or in Europe, and also like applying to jobs in the whole. I want to go into like data analytics, machine learning, and AI. So just to help on that's for like the academic side, and pretty much those are like the two plans for now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Those are great plans. So you're still focused on the athletic career as well as a professional career and how both of those can coexist. That's beautiful.
Of course.
Awesome. If you could give a piece of advice to yourself at the age of 17, what would that be?
The age of 17, I think, that was when I was coming out of high school because we graduated early. I would say just go for whatever you really want to do. Just put your mind to it and go for it. Life is all about taking a risk, and if you don't take a risk, you're not really going to know if you can do something. So
I love that.
Yeah,
take the risk.
For it. Take the risk, take the step, and wherever you land, you'll be fine.
I love that. Well, Toby, thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
I am so excited for everything that's going to continue happening for you.
Of course.
Great job in stepping into those different leadership roles at the university. It is an honor and just to have you in this campus and to have you as part of our community.
Of course.
Have a beautiful rest of your few quarters here.
Yes, most definitely.
2 more quarters here.
I mean, it's gonna fly by fast because of track season. So yeah,
it will. And good luck on track season coming around.
Yes, right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, we'll see you guys on the next episode of Living Life How Life You. Have a good day. Bye.